Every now and then there is truly a WordPress theme that comes along that's truly built for the internet marketer in mind. Hi, my name is Mark DeLeese and I want to announce to you version 2.0 of SalesPress Pro. This is without question the most advanced WordPress theme for internet marketers. Now in this video series I'm going to be going over a number of features, and in this short video I'm going to be going over the first premium feature, which is the most advanced video player integrations on the market today for a WordPress theme. Now we all know that video is absolutely essential for the internet marketer. In fact, without video today for the internet marketer, it's really hard to do business at all. Now SalesPress Pro takes video to the next level. I kid you not. No other WordPress theme even comes close, and I mean doesn't even touch it in comparison to SalesPress Pro. Now the engine behind SalesPress Pro, there's a video player engine, and you get both of these as an integration. You get the Flow Player 3.2. This is the video engine behind SalesPress Pro. Now this is the Flash-based player, and so anybody visiting a video on a web page, you know that you need a Flash plugin like Adobe Flash plugin to watch a video, just like you would with YouTube or any other video. Now SalesPress Pro also has Flow Player 5.4.3, and this is an HTML5 based player. So you can either use the Flash based player or the HTML5 based player, which does not require a Flash plugin on a browser to watch video, and we know that Google prefers HTML5 video and it's a lot faster to download and so forth. Now both of these player engines are integrated into SalesPress Pro. Both of them have their advantages and both of them have their disadvantages, and I will go over them in this video. Now let me show you the video player integrations and the advanced features that they have. Now let's dive into SalesPress Pro WordPress theme. If you create a new page, you'll notice that if you scroll down to your page options, this is your page options when you create a page, and there's a number of tabs. You'll see here that there's a video player options. This is the covert player HTML5 option. Then there's a second tab that says video player options, traffic player Flash. So you got two powerful video players in your page options that you can use. Next, we're going to be looking at some of the options of the HTML5 video player. So you simply just click on covert player HTML5, and let's just set up a video. What we're going to do, we're going to take this web page here, it's just a page, and we're going to put a video underneath the headline with some bells and whistles. Then I'm going to show you some other cool stuff. Let's just click on video options. You want to click on video options right here. Then you want to enable video options, and this activates the HTML5 video player. From here, the first section here is for your opt-in or your call to action options. So we're not going to worry about that right now. We're just going to add a video to the page. And what you need to do is scroll down. All this is for the opt-in options. But then you come to a section here where it says YouTube or Flow Player. Now Flow Player is for self-hosted videos, and YouTube is obviously for YouTube options. And you can see that the options changes. So now we're going to be inserting a self-hosted video, and you can put three different video files, or four actually. The first three are WebM video file extension, or MP4, or OGV. Now most people would certainly, you want to add a MP4. If you want to cover 99.5% of all web browsers out there, put a WebM and a MP4. OGV is for some older browsers out there, and so if you have all three, certainly you'll pretty much guarantee that you'll be playing on all browsers and mobile devices. You also want to put the MP4 or FLV as a Flash video fallback. So if an older browser, if somebody has a computer where they don't have HTML5, they have an older browser, all they have is Flash, it'll play on their browser as well. But right now I'm going to stick just an MP4. So here's an MP4 video file, and I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to put it in right here. And then also I'm going to put it in the Flash video fallback as well, the MP4. Or you can put it FLV. It supports both. Here is for the logo. If you want to have a logo on the left of or the right of the video, if you have a logo in the settings, and I'll go over that in a minute. Here is your control bar settings. You want to hide the control bar, or you want to set the volume, you want to enable the embed option or show the full screen option, where you want the time to be, you want transparent control bar. So just play with the different options with your video to see what they all do. You can also set the color of the control bar, the progress bar, and so forth. From here you have the option to have a loop, so just the video plays over and over again, and also if you want the autoplay to start. Here's where you put a splash image URL if you have an image that you want to put, and I'll go over that in a minute. And also it supports live streaming, RTMP live streaming option right here. So it's very, very powerful options. So what we're going to do now, we're going to take this video and I'm going to grab the shortcode right here. There's a shortcode, and I'm just going to copy that and I'm going to put it underneath the headline. Remember, here's the headline here. So I'm going to put it underneath the headline and I'm just going to put it right there. Okay. Here is where you can set the width and the height. For example, if I want the width to be 640 by 360, I can put it right there, and that's it, and the video will show up. So all I need to do is update this, and I will come and I will show this page. I will refresh this page so you can see it. And there's the video there. See that? And there's a logo that I talked about. Now the logo settings is in your theme settings, and you can see here that if I click on Salespress Pro, let me just open up a new page for that. This is the theme settings for this, and you can see that I have a logo set up for my videos, and you go to click on General, scroll down to the bottom, and it says Custom Logo URL for FlowPlayer 5 video integration. You can also put analytics, your analytics ID for the video as well. But I'm just going to, I put my own logo in there, but you can just delete that if you want no logo and save changes. Now if I refresh, there'll be no logo at all. See that? Now you'll see that the screen is white at the very start, and then if I click play, it starts. Now what you need to do is you come down to, let me go to the video options here, and this is the preload that I talked to you about. The preload option is right here. It says enable preloads. What this will do, when the autoplay is turned off, it'll show the first clip of the video as a preload. Let me go back to the video and let me refresh. There. See, when I refresh, there's it's black, but that's actually the first video clip of the video. Just that the video, if I click play, the video is black. You see that? So the preload, that's what the preload does. You'll see that the control bar is on, the progress bar is red, and I can choose to select the control bar to be on or off. So let me come down to the video options, and I'm going to put hide the control bar, and I'm going to put it on autoplay. See that? And I'm going to change the width and the height to, for example, 853 by 480. See that? So I'm going to update the page over here, and now I'm going to come back here, refresh the page. Now it's going to be bigger, and it's going to be auto start. See that? Now you'll notice how that's pretty cool, that there's no skin around that. And if you want to add a skin, you come down to your options, video options, and you can come down here right where it says skins, enable skin, and it says only for shortcode. So I can click on this, and you got to remember, when you have a skin, you got to make sure that the size and dimensions are exactly as the size of the skin. So it's got 16.9, which is widescreen, and then 4:3 ratio, which is not widescreen. So for example, I know these by memory. So this is widescreen, 853 by 480. So I'm going to select that skin. You got to make sure that your video up here is the same dimensions for that skin. So the skin options are on. So I'll just update the page. Let me just refresh this. When I refresh, there'll be a skin around the video, and there it is there. See that white skin, gray shadow skin around the video? That's what it is right there. Okay, so that's how to embed a video in your web page. Now I'm going to show you some more bells and whistles. I'm going to add an opt-in option to this video, and I'll just come down here It says video options. First of all, I'm going to put a call to action inside the video, and with some text. I'm going to put Sales Press Pro 2.0, and I'll put a line break, and I'll put coming soon, like that. And here you can fix the font family, what font family I want, what size of the text I want, what color. The border, text border is for the input box, and the button color, and the hover, if I want a different hover color, I can set it right here, and so forth. You know, whatever you want for hover color. As well, the background opacity. When the opt-in form comes in, there's a background, and you can put the opacity, as well as where do you want it to be, at the top of the video, or the middle, or the bottom. Here you can enable a skip button. So I'll show you what that is in a minute. You can have the button text, you can have it, you know, play. In order to continue the video, you have to opt in, or you can put register, whatever text you want to put in there for the play button. Here you can put a overlay image. Instead of a default is black, you can put your own overlay image in there. That works great. Here is where you want the opt-in to happen. Do you want it to be at the start, when the video ends, when it's paused, or at a specific time? If it's a specific time, you can put how many in seconds. So maybe after 15 seconds into the video, it's going to show up. Or you can have all of them if you want, and not just one. But for this illustration, I'm going to put at the video pause. So when the video is paused, an opt-in form is going to take place. So you'll see here that that is the video options. Now I can come down here and I can minimize that. Now I need to put in the opt-in form. Click on opt-in options, and it says enable opt-in. So make sure this is enabled, and you simply paste in your autoresponder code in here. Now this is email only. So this is my get response. You go to your get response, and remember, make sure it's email only as the field. So I just copy the HTML form code, and I simply paste that form code right in here. And when I do that, it auto-populates down below. And here's where you can, let me just move this over. It auto-populates the fields below. This is the only thing you can change right here. You can change the input text. So I just simply put enter your, a valid email address here, or what have you. Once you are done, and now you'll see that I will refresh this page here, and when I click the pause button, it's going to show up. You see that? That's when I hit the pause button. That shows up. And in order to play the video, to continue to play the video, you have to opt in. And there's no way around that. Or I can change this to put play or what have you. You'll see here that I can put this at the very beginning of the video, or at the end, or during pause, or at a timed event. You'll see here that also I can add a skip button. So come down to video options, and the skip button is enable skip. So hit yes, and now I will update the page. And there, hit pause, and there's a skip button. See that? So if people want to skip it, a curtain comes back up, and people can continue to watch the video. Isn't that cool? The next thing I'm going to show you is not just to add an opt-in form, but instead add a call to action, like a buy button or anything that you want, any HTML that you want. And what you need to do is come down to video options, and there's an option here that says disable opt-in. And what this does, it for call to action text. So I'll click on disable opt-in. So now there will be no opt-in box. Instead, there'll be just this, what's inside here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go get a buy button, some HTML. So I'll take this form code there. That's the buy button. And I'm going to go to my options here. And I'm going to take this, and I'm going to delete this. And I'm going to put that buy button right there. Okay? And so what you can do, some really neat tricks on this, I'm going to put, for example, that this is going to show up, say, at the very end of the video. So there's going to be a call to action. I'm going to ask them to buy, and then when the video ends, the buy button is going to appear right inside the video. Okay, you can do that. Or, for example, it's not going to show up when it's paused. It's going to show up at a specific time inside the video. So, for example, show at a specific time, and I'll put maybe 12 seconds into the video. Now, to show you that it is actually 12 seconds on the exact time of 12 seconds, I'm going to show the control bars so you can see what's happening. I'm going to update the page, refresh the page, and when I do that, the buy button will happen at the 12-second mark. Refresh the page, and now watch at 12 seconds, okay? At 12 seconds, the buy button will happen. You see that? Exactly at 12 seconds, the buy button appears, and the skip button is optional. And so this is very, very powerful. Very, very powerful. Now that's just how to put it inside a page, and the content of a page is using shortcode. The other option is to come back here, and if I were to simply just eliminate the shortcode, okay, and if I were to come back here, and if I were to, instead of the thin border content, I were to select the a video content page template. So if I select this here, and it's just going to show me the video content page, and now let me just refresh this. See that? Let me just scroll up, and I can change the video skins really fast. I can come back here. Let me just pause that. I can come back here, and I can change the template to, for example, military or the grunge or the Mac template. So for example, let me just show you the grunge video content. Let me just update this. Let me just refresh this now. See that? So it's that fast. And I can put a buy button underneath this, underneath the video, or opt-in form underneath the video as well, whatever I want to do. I can also put some page content. I'll show you exactly how this works. So I just come down here, and I will go down to, I might as well finish this page just to show you how it works. In video sales page and content page options, I'll click on this, and it says content box options. Right now it's disabled, but I will enable it. So what's going to happen now is it's going to show the video on top, but also there's going to be a content box on the bottom, which is this material here. So let me just update the page. So let me refresh. See this? Let me just pause the video. Now below the video, now there's a content area as well. Now I'm not done. I can add a opt-in form or a buy button between the video and the content area. And this is very simple. You come back here to your page options, and it says right here, common options, and it says below video options. You see that? And I click on here, and it says enable order button. And here you can have the order button delayed in time by 15, 20 seconds or whatever that you want. You can also select an image. So let me click on select image, and I can have a number of different images that I can choose from. Whatever that I want, buy now or what have you. Or you can select your own image by uploading it to the very bottom here. Come down to the bottom, and you can browse and upload your own image like I've done right here. Okay. So I'm going to select that button, click on update, and I'll refresh this page. See that? The buy button appears below the video, and then there's content there, and I can put another buy button up towards the bottom and my sales copy and so forth. So that's how easy it is to work with the theme. And again, I can change the skins very easily. Instead of the grunge, I can add, for example, the blue video content. Let me update it. And instead of the grunge style, it'll be a nice clean blue skin. There it is right there. And it's got the new nice blue skin. And down below, it's got the nice content box with the silver border around it and so forth. Okay, you'll see here that it still works. That at the 12-second mark, the buy button is going to show because we still have that option there. At 12 seconds, watch it appear. Isn't that cool? Now, what's really cool as well is that I can also do this with. Now, hold on. Now, I'm not done. Instead of a self-hosted video, this can also work with YouTube. Now let me just pick any YouTube video. So I come down here, I go to video options, and you'll see here that it says Flow Player or YouTube. Now let me click on YouTube, and all the options up here remain the same, even when you're using YouTube. I can have the opt-in or call to action happen. So all you need to do is put in your YouTube ID, and you can have the autoplay on or off, and you can also have HD. Now you can have HD 720 or 1080p preload. Very, very powerful. You can have related videos on or off, the title on or off, the logo and the control bar on or off, and which control bar light or dark. But right now we're going to have the autoplay to be on, and it's going to be HD. Now I picked a pretty cool video. It's Internet Explorer video. And what you do, you go to YouTube and you get the video ID. And you get the video ID and you come and make sure the YouTube option is there and put it right there. Okay? You got to make sure that when you go to YouTube, you got to make sure that it supports HD. So you see this, you click on settings and it supports 1080p HD. So let me just go back and make sure that this is selected, this option right here. Okay, so high quality, HD 1080. So let me just make sure that this is saved so it preloads in that high quality. Now let me come here now, and this is going to be a YouTube video in HD, and at 12 seconds it's going to show this buy button as well. Very, very powerful. Okay, there it is. See that? Isn't that cool? Let me turn it up. Let me turn it up. This is a cool video. And at 12 seconds, that buy button is going to appear. See, isn't that cool? Very, very cool. And the skip button is optional. And so this can be an opt-in form or whatever. So it works with self-hosted videos and YouTube. And again, I can have this in the video skin up above, or with a short code down below. So thank you. Mark DeLeese signing off on SalesPress Pro 2.0 and some of the cool video options.